See, hi. I recently received a mail from a martial artist who practices Chinese martial arts in his country. So today we are going to. He wanted me to make a video on my regular training or conditioning routine. I come to this park, which you can see every day in the morning. I'm usually there by 5 a.m. I start with, say, about a good jog at a decent pace, and then I move on to doing some techniques and combination of basics along with sets of push-ups and squats, sit-ups, etc. And then I move on to conditioning, where I use different poles which are there in the park and I bang them. I train with my makiwara and with an iron hammer which I carry. So this is how I try to spend at least 20-30 minutes on the conditioning every day at the park itself. Besides the park, at home or whenever I have time at my class, I condition the body with a wooden stake, and I also have a bag with pedals for striking the palm or the feet. So there are numerous things that I do, but we'll show a bit of my regular conditioning routine. So let's just go about seeing the workout. I usually start with this pole here. It's a railway track, if you can see properly. It's a very old railway track. I start with the open hand striking. Usually I do a number of sets of all the exercises totally. So I do about 30 counts every day. For the video, we'll do just a few counts to give an idea. So 30 counts each workout per set, and I try to give in at least 4-5 sets every morning of 4 to 10 sets. It varies according to the time I have that day. This is the open hand strike straight. Then I go on to the back fist, the back of the palm, with the other hand. And then I move on to the forearm, the bone, striking the pole, all over, up to down, changing the hand, the other hand. Now the inner forearm, and the other hand. Moving on to my makiwara. This is a makiwara which I have fitted with industrial grade lead rubber. It's very tough. You can see it can't be pressed in. It's very tough. I usually do about 20 punches with each hand. Full contact, straight in, straight in. I try to focus at one part so that every punch of mine lands in the same place every time. I feel it improves my focus when I strike. We go with the other hand. Then I move on to the shin, where I strike the pole with my shin. Moving from the shin, we go on to the biceps, the forearm, as well as the elbow strike. So it's usually 1, 2, 3, 4, and then I go 1, 2, again 1, 2, 3, 4, and another 2, and maybe another say 10 sets, 10 counts of them. Considering 4 plus 2 would make 2 counts. Okay. After this, I move on to using the hammer. We start with the finger. Now, I'm using the hammer here. I do not recommend it for a person who is new to conditioning. You can start with maybe a wooden stake or, something softer. Maybe just start striking a bag filled with sand and slowly move up. You strike all over the fingers. Change the hand, the other hand. All the fingers, don't miss any part of the palm or the fingers, the back of the palm. You can do that maybe 2-3 times in each set. After that, I move on to my shin again, where I strike the shin bone with my hammer. Do the other leg. Directly on the bone, up and down the length of the leg foot. So the bone is conditioned all throughout. You can hear the sound of the bone when the hammer is banging it. Do not do this when you're new. You can start with maybe rolling Coke bottle over your feet, and maybe slowly move on to a soft wooden stake. The last thing I usually do at the park over here is I use the hammer for my ribs, striking the ribs up to down. This helps the rib cage get tougher, stronger. Change the side, the other side. This would usually make one set for me. If I would do 30 counts of each exercise, 20 to 30 counts. So I try to put in at least between 4 to 10 sets. It depends upon the time I have that particular day. This is a part of my regular conditioning routine that I do every morning. I hope you like the workout, and I'm very happy that I could make a video as per your suggestion. Thank you very much. Happy training.